Here I'm starting out. I got a Sankyo Sound 600 Super 8 projector, and I got this at a flea market for 20 bucks. And I'm going to open it up and we'll see what's inside. Actually, this thing is just about like new, but I'll show you here. This is just the way I got it, and I was pretty pleased actually when I saw what I had. Here it's like brand new. Get rid of the box. And get the foam off. That is it. And I tried this thing when I bought it. The drive belt was just mush, so I replaced the drive belt and I put a new projector lamp in it and tried it out today, and it works like brand new. I don't think this thing was used very much, if at all. It just seems like it hasn't been used. It's got all the stuff that came with it. I'm going to show you here. Comes with let me get the camera adjusted a little bit here. Comes with all this stuff. This is all original stuff, and it doesn't even look like it was opened. You got your this is a little brush to clean out the front of the sprockets and whatnot. You got a microphone here if you want to you know, add a commentary to your film, as long as it has a magnetic stripe on the side. And I guess that was for hanging in the store. It's got a little trimmer here. I don't know if you can see it. It's a little trimmer for trimming the end of the film if the film gets gnarly or bent, and that way it'll feed through nice. I'm not quite sure what that is. I think that might be a stand. No, there's a stand for the microphone, and darn if I know what that is. Got an earbud too. Doesn't look like it's ever been used. Still in the plastic. No earwax in that. That looks clean. I don't think it's ever been used. And it's got a demo film here, which I'm going to show you that this thing actually works, and show you how it works. And what else? You got yourself here a take-up reel. I believe that's a 300-foot take-up reel, and it's got these little spacers here so it doesn't get all bent in storage. You got to take those off when you use it. And I'll pull that out. So that thing's like brand new. Yeah, it's, whoa, geez, that's 600 feet on it. Wow, 600. And you got all this. Now, whoever bought this thing put on it June 5th, 1976. So I'm guessing that's how old it is, you know. And you know, so it tells you how old. It's 40 years old. Here's your distributor list. You got your manual, which is great if you are Japanese, but just in case you're not, it's in English too. Woohoo. Thing's pretty easy to use. I'm going to show you how to use it. Now, it's got this thing on voltage in the back. I'm going to show you. It's a little bit different. If you see here, the window's a little different on this thing. It doesn't have that second row of windows here. And but if you take this back panel off, you'll see it's set at 125 volts. And I plugged it in, and it didn't blow up, so don't have to worry about the voltage. It's set up for you know, use in the United States. So we'll get rid of all this stuff. Comes with a power cord. Need that, I guess. I'm going to take all this stuff and move it out of the way for now. Alright, I'm going to show you how this thing works and what it does. And also show you that it works. We need the take-up reel, and we need a movie. So there's your movie. This is just a little demo movie that came with it. Let's see. First thing you got to do, well, probably the first thing is plug it in. Then. Let's give it a try. We'll plug it in. And it'd probably be helpful. So I'm going to do that over here. Yeah, there we go. And plug it in to the back. And that gets plugged in right there. There we go. Okay. Now, take these little guys off there for now, and we're gonna put the take-up reel on that thing right there, real easy. There you go. Okay, now we got that. Now this thing is cool because it self-threads, and if you can see that. Let's see, can you see that good? I'll try zooming in a little bit. There we go. Alright. That goes there. That's your movie. And now, this thing was kind of bent a little bit, so I used the clipper just to clip a little tiny little bit off that so it's got a nice clean edge. If you got an edge that's buggered up a little bit, you can just give it a quick clip. You want it to have a curl kind of like that when it goes through here. You don't want it to be curling the other way or it's not going to work so good. Alright, so what we'll do next is turn it on. Now, notice something. This is your threading button here. This is your automatic threader. Notice when I press it, it comes right back up. You got to turn it on to get this thing to go down like that. What we're going to do here is thread this movie. Now I'm going to take this off. I'm going to take this cover off so you can see what's happening. You can actually see it thread right through. You stick it in there like that. You got your sprocket there. So just shove it right in there. Nice and easy. And that'll catch that sprocket just like that, if you can see it. Whoops. I'm watching the camera, I'm not watching the film. Okay. That's working its way through. You can hear it. Here it comes. And it grabs it on the reel. It grabs it by itself. See it stop? Now you know this thing is threaded. Now we're ready to watch a movie. Now I'm just gonna point it up to the wall there. I don't have a screen, but we don't really need one. This movie's kind of boring, and it's in Japanese anyway. So I don't know, unless you speak Japanese, I don't think it's gonna be real interesting. But you never know. All right, there's my screen in my kitchen. There we go. All right, let's give it a shot, see what happens. Okay, I'm going to turn it to the on position, and then I'm going to turn it to the projector, and I'll show that to you in a minute. Oops, okay, we got to get this so it's moved up so we can actually see it. It's got an adjustment leg on it. Okay, now there's a focus thing, I'll show you that. And I'm going to turn on the sound. It's got a 4-watt speaker. Tell you what, I'm going to shut these other lights off so you can see a little better. Just give me a second. Hold it, I'm going to shut off the camera for now. Okay, I'm back. And we're going to watch, see if this thing really works. Okay, I'm starting to start the camera. Now I turn the next notch is the light. And the next notch is the music.
食べようとしている音は録音されません。右いっぱいに回すと前の音が完全に消えてしまいます。
A little focus.
その中間で二重録音、ミキシング録音ができます。サウンドエータの途中で録音機能を働かせたい場合は、安全ボタンを押し、次に録音ボタンを押してください。その他、解説書をよくお読みの上、サウンドエータをお楽しみください。これから後の画面を使って音のフェードイン、アウト、二重録音のミキシングを自由にお試しください。
Well, enough of that. You can watch the whole movie. Put you to sleep probably. Okay, I'm turning off the music. Now I'm turning off the lamp. Now I'm turning off the projector. What's cool is you want to watch it in reverse? No problem. Oh, it's got a framing thing too. See how it's out of frame? Just adjust it like that. See? You can adjust the frame so it's centered. This is running backwards. Okay, so much for that. Alright. I'm going to shut the camera off again and I'm going to show you what I did. All I did was replace the drive belt. Okay, let me zoom out. Okay, turn my other lights on again. All right. This, if you can see it, right here is your focus. And this tells you, this lets you get a larger or smaller picture depending. This is your framing. This has to do with dubbing sound onto the film. I haven't tried that yet, but if you got a Super 8 with a magnetic strip, you can dub sound onto it. You can even dub music onto it. You can get pretty creative. I just rewound it a few times by hand, that's all. Give it a try again. Oh, now it's working a little better. So that's an easy way to wind up your movie when you get done. While we're waiting for that, Your sound heads are under here. Your recording heads and your sound heads. And it's got instructions in the manual how to clean them with a Q-tip and some alcohol. Seems to work pretty good now. This is your volume for your sound. And that's it, basically. You're basically going to run it with this cover on it. I just took it off so you could see what's going on in there. But this just pops on. It looks pretty nice. Now, they tell you don't take the back apart. Okay. Now, you'll notice here, I already showed this to you once, but trust me, there's more, there's 4 more on this side that you can't see with 4 little windows. There should be 4 little windows here, but this model doesn't have it. But the wire's hooked into the 125 volt on this side. So, and obviously I'm running it on 125 volts and it didn't blow up yet. So, unless you're gonna bring it to Japan or Europe or something, I wouldn't worry about it too much. I'm back. Anyway, just to wrap it up, you got a 1976 Sankyo Super 8 Sound 600 projector. One thing to know is that this thing will not work with your old 8mm silent stuff. This will only work with a Super 8 or the single 8. I believe those are cartridges, but the film is the same. The sprockets on the old 8mm are different and they won't work in this. So if you got some real old movies, you're going to need to get an 8mm projector. This is a Super 8mm. So just so you know, no disappointments. This is a solid machine. It looks like quality, this thing. I mean, it really feels like quality. Okay, you got a metal case. The thing is just built like a tank. It's a little on the heavy side, so you might, it's going to affect the shipping, but roughly, you got roughly 18 pounds of camera there. Now it's not including the box and the accessories. So this thing, this thing's a beast. Whoops, gets anything. This thing's a friggin' beast, man. Like I said, all metal box, everything. It's built like a tank. So anyway, if you want a really cool projector that's like brand new with all the goodies, and it's got the instruction manuals and this cool video, that's it. Or if you happen to have one and you don't know how to work it, well, I hope I helped a little bit. Anyway, that's it. I'm signing off. Okay, I'm back, and I just wanted to go over some of the features here on this thing. Okay, the first thing I just wanted to show you are the controls. This here is your focus for the picture. In case out of focus, you just turn it like that, in and out, and it focuses it. This here, this little knob in the front here, is this just opens up or closes down the size of the picture on the screen. So that's all that does. This is your volume for your, this here's your volume. Let me just zoom in a little bit. Okay. This is for your volume for your sound on your movie. This here is for dubbing sound onto the movie. If you have a movie and you have the little magnetic strip for the sound, You can add your own commentary. You can add background music. You can even layer it. You can layer background music and your voice onto it. So you can get pretty creative if you want. This is the framing. This just if the frame is not centered, this just adjusts it. I'll show you that. Okay, this here is, that's your forward. There's your lamp. Okay. And if you want the sound, that's your sound on the movie. Could also run it backwards. There's your lamp in backwards. These here are your jacks. This is if you want to add speakers. You've got an auxiliary in and a microphone in. And it goes over it more detail in the manual. Then you've got your speaker out, and an external speaker, and then you have a auxiliary out. Okay, it goes through it in the manual a little more. Here's your controls. This just has to do with recording onto the film. A is it regulates the sound level automatically, or that's manual, where you can adjust the level of the sound on the film. And this is your meter here showing you how high the sound level is on that. Let's see. And this here is 18 frames per second or 24 frames per second. We're going to show you a movie in 18, okay? And that's this little sample movie here. So, I'm going to turn off the lights. Ian, please turn the kitchen light off. And we're just going to show you a movie. And I'm going to show it on my kitchen. Here we go. Gonna cue up the movie and watch a very exciting film that comes with this projector. It is rated G, so children do not have to leave the room. Okay, turn it to on. Press down the thread and let it suck right through. Here we go. That is so easy. There we go. Threaded, ready to roll. Leave that off. There, get ready for an awesome flick. You're not gonna believe this. Here we go. And turn off the lights. Who wants to watch the movies if you got lights? Oh, there you go. Whoops, I forgot the sound. What's cool about this is you can rewind it. So you don't miss anything. Can't do that with a video. I'd like to see a plane do that, huh? Here we go. Put your seatbelt on. Focus.
Sankyo Sound 600をお買い上げいただきありがとうございました。この映写機は数々の特徴を持っておりますが、ここでは二重録音の仕方をご説明します。 まず二重録音ノブを左いっぱいに回しておくと一時録音は残りますが、重ねようとしている音は録音されません。右いっぱいに回すと前の音が完全に消えてしまいます。その中間で二重録音、ミキシング録音ができます。サウンド映写の途中で録音機能を働かせたい場合は、
See what happens when we put it on 24.
次に録音ボタンを押してください。
その他解説表をよくお読みの上、サウンド映写をお楽しみください。これから後の画面を使って音のフェードイン、アウト、二重録音のミキシングを自由にお試しください。
Oh, Mr. and Mrs. Japanese tourist. Oh, no more movie. Hey, put the lights on. Okay, here we go. It's sucking through the end of the movie. And that's it. Show's over. Now what I want to do is I want to rewind it. Okay, that's a little short movie, but you get a long one. You definitely want to rewind it. You don't want to run it in reverse all the way. So, turn it off. Get the end of it. And what you want to do is, let me take the cover off for you so you can see better. You want to run it underneath that little wheel there and get your film in one of those little slots up there. Okay? Just get it by hand a little bit, so start out by hand like that. And now just turn it in reverse and it'll rewind the whole thing real quick for you. Alright, so we'll get a look at that real quick. Here we go. Well, if that was the 300-foot movie, you definitely wouldn't want to. You definitely want to rewind it as fast as you can. And that's that. Put your movie away. Put your take-up reel away. What you got here is a solid piece of machinery here. This is all metal. This is not plastic. This thing weighs over 18 pounds. And it's kind of heavy. Weighs about 18 pounds like this without the box and all the accessories. Here your lamp's inside here. 2 screws, this cover comes off and it's very easy to change the lamp. I'll show you that real quick. I'm not going to change the lamp all right now, but I just want to show you. 2 screws and there's instructions in the manual. It's a piece of cake. The lamp will run you about $5 to $10 depending on where you buy it, and they're very common. It's a 100-watt lamp, halogen lamp, and I'll give you the part number and everything when for this here. So that's it. Pretty heavy duty projector. And I would say for 40 years old, it looks like pretty good shape. So that's it. I hope that if even if you do have one of these and you're not buying one, if you have one, well, I hope if you didn't have the instruction book, I hope I helped out a little bit and helped you to be able to use the thing. So anyway, that's it for now. Thanks for watching.